Hello, everyone. Tonight we're going to be talking about. Does anybody remember those old Vincent Price movies? And a lot of them, like down in them creepy basements, there was always like this medical workshop. And he always said this, not always, but a lot of his movies, and the sound effects was just like intense, where there was a pendulum. Then that pendulum would go back and forth, and every time it would get just a little bit lower and a little bit lower. And so it would intensify the person that was watching it, because it knew it was going to cut it right in the gut. Whoever that was laying there, usually a female, she was going to be getting sliced, and she knew it. But not only was she going to be sliced, she was going to be cut in two, man. Just old Vincent Price movies. Jesus, man, that was some pretty flipped out scary stuff we used to watch when we were kids. But they were good. Man, I still love scary movies, but more baseline of like zombies and stuff now. But but yeah. Oh, I ought to check out an old Vincent Price movie. Yeah. Okay, anyway, we're gonna be talking about a pendulum. And but this pendulum is like inner child pendulum. Okay? So I just now drew on this piece of paper. Actually, it's the backside of a list of stuff, that videos and stuff that. But anyway, some inner child work, man, because some of the things that has happened to us when we was younger kind of like puts us on a path to as we get older. And on this one, I wrote out, can you see the backside? Probably. Okay, so here's the pendulum. And when I first drew it, I drew the line, and then I drew this, and I was like, why in the hell? So I just made like this thing in there, and I thought, yeah, you could really see the words. Let's see if this makes it better. No. Okay, well, anyway. So on this side, now if your pendulum is like writing down through here, you're balanced, okay? And then, but if you're over here, this side is the very reserved side. That means that you're like slow to the emotional attachment, slow to the sexual attachment, but when you get there mentally, you're good to go. But you're more reserved. You know what I mean? And if your pendulum goes on this side, and then you're more promiscuous. And all this is because of other stuff, other baggage. Please, I'm not trying to say anything bad about either side. If one's better than the other, because it's who we are. Okay? Whatever we are, however we see ourselves, however we perceive ourselves, how other people perceive us, it doesn't matter, because we got a learning curve that goes for miles, okay? And probably for however long this person thought that they was going to die on this table, because that 5 minutes could probably be 10 hours of this person, you know what I mean? It'd be very slow-mo. It would. To me, it would anyway. Okay, so if you're promiscuous, that means you have more partners. Okay, you have more relationships, and you're quicker to get into a relationship for whatever reason. You need to fill that space up inside, to get that good feeling, for even if it's for a moment. And what else did I write down here? Oh, and they're shorter term relationships, unless the Now, if the conditions are right, that relationship could last for a while if the conditions are right. You know, say like if somebody's trying to better themselves, you know, they're really trying to better themselves, you know, maybe that would be a way that the relationship would last longer. Um, but to no fault of their own, except for the inner child, it's no fault of their own because it's what happened in their past. And but also if the conditions are like, you stay over there, I'll stay over here, and and everything seems to work out better like that because they're not, you know, right there. You know what I mean? And but I tend to be on a little bit of the reserve side. And I really have to get to know somebody, you know. I like to know the person, you know. I like to make sure because I don't give myself up too freely, you know. I just don't. And I remember a time. Now, I didn't look up all this information or anything like that. I'm going to have to go by the seat of my pants and what I've done in my life and what I've seen in my life. Whether if I get everything right or if I get everything wrong or if I'm right here in the balance, that's okay too. You know, oh, you can be, you know, a little bit here and a little bit there, depending on, you know, if it depends on how, excuse me, we are personally. And but that's what we're here for, okay? We're just here to talk it out, talk a little bit about it, and maybe we'll go a little bit further into it. You know, let me know, thumbs it up. Let me know if you want to get further into it. But this, I want to talk about this one relationship, which I'm not going to say any names because it really doesn't matter. You probably don't even know him anyway. But anyway, this particular person, we had started dating, and we was having a good time, you know. And I remember after we was going out for a little bit, I couldn't tell you how long. My perception of time is way off. But in lesbian world, it could have been 2 days, you know, and that could be 2 months in Straightville, you know what I mean? I don't know. But the time really doesn't matter, really. And but I remember I was starting to have some feelings for her, you know. And oh, it must have been a while. It must have been a little while, the whole courtship and stuff like that. One time, she even sent this big bouquet of roses to my job. And this was right after, because everybody knew that, you know, that I had 5 kids, 5 sons, and so they probably presumed that I was straight. And but I was there for a while, you know, and until I realized, and there was no shaking that then. But anyway, I will throw this little bit in. The first time I realized that I didn't realize I was gay yet, or whatever you want to call it, you know, liking the company of a female. But I do remember one day, I remember I was at work. I was working in a plant at this time, and a factory. And before work started, you know, you show up to work early, right? You just, you know, well, I did. And and we'd be sitting there, as people, and drinking our coffee or whatnot, jabber jawing, and this woman, she comes walking in laughing, or else I would have never noticed her. You know what I mean? And I remember looking over because she was laughing so loud. Ended up that she was really stoned because it was her birthday. But that's beside the point. But I remember looking over, and this ping went off in my head, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And I remember driving home after work, literally smacking myself. Why are you thinking like that? I was married. I mean, my old man, he was gorgeous, man, and beautiful, beautiful man, and he was a beautiful man, and but anyway, so I was wondering, why am I thinking like this? Well, I figured out. I figured out later, why I was thinking, the thoughts that I was. But beside the point. Now, I don't remember where we were, so I'm just going to start talking about all the relationship. That's right. Now, this person happened to be, which I didn't know at first, promiscuous. And I remember we had been on this date or something, and well, anyway, she had told me. She said, she was trying to be a player, and she was like, I really like dating you. I'm enjoying myself. But, I heard, but, and, then she said, I got, a couple other girls I'm seeing. And I was like, what? You know what I mean? And I was like, no, because she was like, are you okay with that? And I was like, no, absolutely not. I was like, if I give myself to you, I'm giving myself to you. It's not for you to share with everybody else. You know what I mean? But if that's what you want to do, go for it. And that next day she told me, she said, I don't know, I think she came over to my job or something. I don't remember. And she said, I'm going to stop seeing them. And I'm going to take a chance. And I thought to myself, take a chance? What? Don't you see who I am? I mean, back then I was a whole lot thinner too. And this is before I hurt my back. I mean, I was pretty hot stuff. I remember she used to say that when I walked into her job, because where her job was when I walked into her job, I just happened to be wearing this leather jacket, and she said that she had to walk in the back room because she said her mouth was like dropping out of her. But anyway, and she said it was like I looked like Pat Benatar to her. I don't know. But anyway, all I knew is that I'm not back burner material. I've never been back burner material, nor will I ever be back burner material for nobody. I just won't. I can't do that. And so, if you want to go do that, you go do that. And I'm going to stay being me because I'm not going to change off of that. I'm just not. I can't. Mentally, I could not. And that's because I was on this side of the pendulum. okay? And so, I mean, we were together for quite a few years because she, decided to take that chance, and whatever happened, happened, you know, and I'm still the way I am. I'm still me. I don't know how this person is in their life right now, nor is it any of my business. And I know I still love her with all that's inside my heart. And we have a friend relationship. We have a friend relationship now. I mean, it's not like we talk all the time or anything like that. It's just a kosher is the word. We have a kosher relationship where, it's all good, it is. It's all good. And what I've found that is that, I may be a little bit too reserved, but I feel like I'm safe over here. You know what I mean? And if I need to get a little bit of guidance and help with my inner self because of that, maybe so. But I feel safer over here. Now, has that kept me safe? No. Because there are people in this world that take advantage of people and in not a very pleasant way, but that's on them. And it's how I hold it and store it inside my mind is what my part is. My part is how am I going to live the rest of my life because somebody did something, and that's my part. And so, will I stay reserved? Yes. Will I be a sucker to somebody's lies? I hope not. Because, I tend to help people a lot, or before COVID anyway, and I tend to, get myself in situations, and maybe that is my part of that kind of situation, because I allow myself to get into situations, but under no condition was anything that happened to me my fault. Not my fault for what somebody else done. Okay? Not my fault. Because I didn't make him do it. Are you shitting me? Anyway, I don't know what all I'm supposed to talk about this subject because, like I said, I was just going out on a whims and a prayer, I'm going to call it, and in a drawing. But I know that I have done a lot of inner child work. I've done a lot of self-help myself because I needed guidance on a lot of things because of way I was raised, things that happened, and just different things. So, if you want to talk about, anything more about either side of the pendulum or being balanced, I don't know what being balanced is. Now, I know I'm pretty balanced on other things, you know what I mean? But I don't know about all this, though. Because maybe the right way is to be in this balanced mode. Maybe I'm supposed to get in that place to where I'm not as reserved. But to me, for right now, if excuse me, man, I had some Mountain Dew. But if I know I'm safe, I'll be all right. And I don't have to try and get myself in a more balanced area to where Who knows when you're supposed to do something when you first meet somebody? A week from then, 2 months from then, 6 months from then, who knows? You know? And, but, I was in a relationship like that 2 months before, too. We gave ourselves, I'll get to that, yeah, because I think that might be a little bit important for this, this conversation. But, we gave each other 6 months. If, because we made an agreement right in the beginning after, we started liking each other or whatever. They were probably reserved too. And, but, that makes sense. But, we gave each other 6 months after that time that first we was getting to know each other type of thing. So who knows how long it really was, you know what I mean? So, it was definitely longer than 6 months, I'm sure, because getting to 0 to 10 in a half a second, So I just had to throw that in there. But we did. I mean, we seen each other like almost every weekend, because I made the work week schedule, and she made the work week schedule. So we planned it out like that, I guess. But anyway, yeah. What's wrong with getting to know somebody before you open yourself up in that direction? Before we open ourselves up in this direction, why do we have to get to know each other by a sexual feeling? When we get to know each other for who the person is, and because like a friend of mine always said, she always said that a bad person can't wear a good shoe too long. And the first time I heard her say that, I was like, damn, man, that makes a lot of sense. Because maybe she was trying to see if I even could make sense out of it. I don't know. Doesn't matter. But it's okay though. This is me. And but if a good person could wear a bad shoe, is the part that I got from it. The most of it anyway. Because if a bad person can't wear a good shoe too long, that means that if you're getting involved with somebody and they're wearing their good shoes, their good clothes, brand new bras, brand new boxers, whatever they're wearing, they're not wearing that one from 3 months ago or 6 months ago or however long ago. They went and got some new ones, you know what I mean? And for just in case. Or just to make themselves feel better about themselves, And because wearing pretty panties or new boxers, that doesn't make or break anything, right? That's just, I think, something to feel good about yourself, Some say that you should wear your old granny panties. I don't know. I have more granny panties, but anyway, I like boxers. Okay, there, it's out there. I wear boxers. I don't wear no damn panties. I wear boxers, and who cares, right? Who cares if you wear panties or boxers? But and I remember there was a story behind all this. Oh, okay. Got it. a bad person can't wear a good shoe too long, because if you give yourself 6 months, whether if they know it or not, do you think that if they love you or care for you or whatever, they're going to wait until you're ready? They're not going to force you. Why would they force you if they cared about you? You know what I mean? Or they're not going to steal from you. Or they're not going to this or that from you. Whatever the circumstance is. But a good person can't wear a bad shoe too long either. Because, like, if I get mad, it takes pretty much to get me mad. I'm not talking about a little bit upset, you know what I mean? Yeah, I get a little bit upset and psh, it's gone. But if I get mad, it takes pretty much to get me mad. But if I get there, I'll let you know about it. You know, I'll let you know, hey, gone a little bit too far. And, but after I get it out of me, it's done. It's over. I don't stay mad. You kidding me? You don't got that much power over me. But, yeah, I don't like to be upset. I don't like to be all mad. I like to, you know, feel good inside, you know, and, but I always liked that analogy when she said that about that shoe. That was pretty cool. But I hope you guys like that. And if you want to talk more about the subject, let me know. You know, write it down in there. Shoot me an email. If you want my email, if you don't already have it, let me know. And it's all good. That just truly is. This is a learning station. We're on the learning station called Earth. And we can help each other out. That's what this is all about. We can help each other out. So, you know, it's a give and take with any kind of a relationship. You know, sometimes you're helping me, and sometimes maybe I could help you. And if not, maybe I just let you have a smile, you know, or a little giggle, or or wasted your time for however long this is. But was it really a waste? Something's going to sink in. Something will. Even that good shoe, bad shoe thing. You know, yeah, it's all good. It just is. It's all good. I love you guys. And I hope everybody's doing all right. And if you want to talk about anything, it's all good. Let me know. Remember to trust, believe, and you'll receive. Okay? Love you guys very much.